Welcome to today's meditation. Find a comfortable position and let your eyes close when you're ready. Before we begin, a brief reflection on today's theme. Rumi wrote, "Goodbyes are only for those who love with their eyes, because for those who love with heart and soul, there is no such thing as separation." Missing someone is strange. You can be fine for hours, days even. Then a song plays, or you see their handwriting on a note, or you catch yourself reaching for your phone to tell them something funny. And the whole weight of their absence lands on you at once. We treat missing people like a problem, something to push through or get over. But what if missing someone is just love with nowhere to go? Today, we sit with that love, not to fix it, not to resolve it, just to feel what it actually is. Let your body settle. Feel the weight of yourself pressing down into whatever is holding you. Chair, cushion, bed, floor, it doesn't matter. Let yourself be held by something solid. Notice your breath. Not to change it, just to know it's there. In, out. That steady rhythm beneath everything. If there's tension somewhere, that's fine. Let it be there. You don't need to relax for this to work. You just need to be here. And you already are. Let your shoulders drop just slightly. Not because I told you to, because they've been carrying something and they could use a break. Feel the air on your skin. Cool or warm, it doesn't matter. Just notice it. You're here. That's the only requirement. Missing someone. It's one of the most universal things we experience, and one of the loneliest. Because you can be in a crowded room and still feel the specific shape of someone who isn't there. It's not about being alone. It's about the particular absence of one person. Maybe they moved away. Maybe you grew apart. Maybe they died. Maybe they're still in your life, just not the way they used to be. The reason doesn't change the feeling much. The empty chair at the table feels the same no matter why it's empty. Here's what's interesting about missing someone. It tells you something important about who you are. The people you miss aren't random. They're the ones who saw you clearly, who made you feel like you could stop performing, who you didn't have to explain yourself to. Missing them isn't weakness, it's a compass pointing at what matters to you. Think about the person you're missing right now. Don't force anything, just let them come to mind. What's the first thing you see? Maybe their face, maybe their hands. Maybe it's not visual at all. Maybe it's a sound. The way they laughed, the way they said your name. Or maybe it's something even simpler. The smell of their cooking, the way they left shoes by the door, a phrase they always used. Memory is strange like that. It doesn't store the big things. It stores the textures. Let that memory be here. You don't have to hold it tightly. You don't have to push it away. Just let it sit with you like an old friend who showed up unannounced. Notice what happens in your body when you think of them. Is there warmth, heaviness, a tightness in your throat? Maybe your chest feels full. Maybe your eyes feel heavy. Whatever it is, it belongs here. This is what love feels like when the person isn't in the room. We have this idea that missing someone means something is wrong, that we should be over it by now, that we should be stronger, that grief has an expiration date. People say things like, "It's been a year," as if time is supposed to dissolve what took a lifetime to build. But missing someone isn't a stage you pass through and leave behind. It's more like weather. It comes and goes. Some days are clear. Some days it rolls in without warning. And fighting the weather has never worked for anyone. What if you didn't fight it? What if the next time that wave hits, you didn't brace against it, or distract yourself, or tell yourself you should be fine by now? What if you just let yourself miss them? Fully, openly, without apology. There's something almost beautiful about that. Not in a greeting card way, in a raw, honest way. Because missing someone means they changed you. They left a mark on you that time hasn't erased. And the only way that doesn't happen is if they never mattered. You wouldn't trade the missing for the never having known. Not really. think about a specific moment with this person, not a big occasion, not a holiday or birthday, an ordinary moment. Eating dinner together, sitting in silence, walking somewhere, a conversation about nothing important. Those are the moments that hit hardest, aren't they? Not the grand gestures, the small, unremarkable Tuesday afternoons that you didn't know you were memorizing. There's a reason for that. The ordinary moments are where the real relationship lived, not the performances, not the milestones. The quiet, nothing special moments where you were just two people existing together. That's what intimacy actually is. Not grand declarations, just comfortable silence. Let yourself be in that moment for a few breaths, not analyzing it, not making it mean something. Just being there again, briefly. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Notice your hands. Are they tense or soft? Let them rest. Open palms, if that feels right, like you're holding something gently without gripping it. That's how we hold memories too. Open hands, not clutching. Here's something no one tells you about missing someone. The missing doesn't mean they're gone from you. The way you listen to people, that's partly them. The things you value, the jokes you tell, the way you show love. They're woven into the way you move through the world. You carry people with you in ways that have nothing to do with physical presence. Think about it. Some phrase you use that you picked up from them, some habit, some preference. Maybe you like a certain kind of music because of them. Maybe you order a certain dish. Maybe you notice sunsets because they used to point them out. These aren't memories, they're imprints. Parts of them that became parts of you, so quietly you didn't even notice. Missing them is just the moment you notice the thread. It was always there. You just felt it pull. And that thread doesn't break because someone leaves. It doesn't dissolve because time passes. It stays, woven into the fabric of who you've become. That's not sad. That's remarkable. There's another thing about missing someone that we don't talk about. Sometimes you miss who you were when you were with them. Not just the person, but the version of yourself they brought out. Lighter, maybe. Funnier. More honest. More yourself. Some people make you more you, and when they're gone, it can feel like you lost a piece of yourself. But you didn't. That version of you still exists. They didn't create it. They just made it safe to come out. The lightness is still there, the humor, the honesty. It's just waiting for you to stop believing you need someone else's permission to be that person. So, what do you do with love that has nowhere to go? You don't have to do anything with it. That's the thing we get wrong. We think every feeling needs an action, a solution, a next step. But some feelings just need to be felt. Not processed, not resolved, not explained away. Just felt. The way you feel rain when you're standing in it, not doing anything about the rain, just being wet. Let yourself be wet. Let the missing wash over you without resistance. It won't drown you. It never has. And notice something. Even now, in the middle of this feeling, you're still here. Still breathing, still alive, still capable of love. The missing didn't diminish you. If anything, it proved how much you can hold. How wide your heart actually is. Wide enough to hold someone who isn't here anymore and still keep beating. Maybe missing someone is actually one of the bravest things you do. Because it means you chose to love, knowing it would cost something. And you'd choose it again. Every time. Notice your breath again. Has it changed? Maybe it's slower now, heavier, or maybe lighter than you expected. Just notice. Your breath has been with you through every goodbye you've ever said, every reunion, every long silence. It kept going when you thought you couldn't. Trust it to carry you now, too. Here's one more thing about missing someone. It connects you to everyone. Right now, all over the world, someone is staring at a chair where a person used to sit. Someone is cooking a meal for one and setting two plates by accident. Someone is hearing a voice in a crowd and spinning around. Missing someone is one of the oldest feelings humans have. Painted on cave walls, written in letters that took months to arrive, whispered into empty rooms. When you feel it, you're not alone. You're part of something ancient and enormous. Every person who ever loved someone across distance or time is feeling exactly what you're feeling right now. There's a strange comfort in that. Your private ache is also the most shared human experience there is. The missing connects you to billions of people across thousands of years, all of them loving someone who isn't in the room. You are not alone in your missing. You never were. As you move through the rest of your day, you don't need to fix this feeling. When the missing shows up, and it will, let it come. Let it remind you of what mattered. And then let it pass, the way weather always does. Not because you pushed it out, but because that's what feelings do when you stop holding on. You can miss someone and still be whole. You can carry absence and still be full. Those aren't contradictions. That's just what it means to have loved well. Start to notice the room around you. Sounds you can hear, near and far. The temperature of the air on your skin. The surface beneath you, still holding you up. Let your breath deepen on its own. Feel your fingers, your toes, the weight of your body, solid and present. When you're ready, let your eyes open slowly. No rush. Carry this with you, not as something heavy, but as proof that you loved someone enough to miss them. That's not a burden. That's a gift, not just in meditation, but in everything. Thank you for practicing with me today. See you next time, because meditation should be free.